You're welcome, traders. My name is Paradise. Welcome to Remit Trade channel, a channel dedicated to bring you educative information about the cryptocurrency market and the forex market. Not only that, we train students across the globe and also provide traders with daily information regarding the condition of the financial market. Okay, so you can likewise visit our website remittrade.com to see other of our services that we offer, like exclusive signal services, account management, and professional forex education from the very beginning. That means if you're a beginner trader in forex, you can likewise take our exclusive beginner course. And also if you're a trader, you've traded for a very long time, but you don't have, you're not seeing profits, you can likewise take our advanced or pro trader course and you will definitely see profit. Remember, this is the home of successful traders. So if you want to be successful, just get one of our courses or one of our services. So this is our contact information. You can contact us anytime and we'll reach out to you immediately. Alright, so in today's video, we'll be talking about PIP, how to calculate PIP. And PIP calculation is very important because you have to know the risks that you are taking in the forex market. Let's say, for example, you want to enter at a particular price. You have to know the risks that you are taking. That is, from your entry to your stop loss is your risk. So you must know the amount of risks you are taking. Either you are taking 1% of your entire portfolio or 2% of your entire portfolio. So your PIP will help you determine that. Okay, so let's dive into it immediately. So the question is, what is PIP? PIP is the smallest unit of change that occur in a pair of currency movement. So when the currency moves, that change that occurs, so when it moves, that slight change is what we call PIP. And in forex market, currencies are traded in fractions of euros and cents and rand and etc. Okay, so nearly all currency pairs like GBP pairs consist of 5 significant digits, and most pairs have the decimal points immediately after the first digits with 5 decimal points that follows after it. That is 5 number that follows after the decimal points in most cases, especially non-JPY pairs. Alright, now in our PIP calculation, we will be looking at 3 methods in which you can do a PIP calculation excellently or perfectly. So I'll be guiding you through these 3 methods right now. Okay, now first of all, PIP calculation can only be categorized into 2. The non-JPY pairs example, that is the way you calculate non-JPY pairs is different from the way you calculate JPY pairs. So non-JPY pairs, how do you calculate your PIP using a non-JPY pair? For example, let's say you have GBPUSD equal to 1.29361. Alright, what this means in forex is 1 GBP is equal to 1.29361 US dollar. Your PIP calculation starts from the 4th number after the decimal point. Okay, your PIP calculation starts from the 4th number after the decimal point. Now, in the next video, I'll be showing you how this come about. How do we get to know that our PIP calculation have to start with the 4th number after the decimal point? We'll be talking about value per PIP calculation. Okay, so your PIP calculation for non-JPY pairs starts from the 4th number, in this case 6, after the decimal point. Alright, now for JPY pairs, for example, your PIP calculation starts from the 2nd number after the decimal point, in this case 5. Okay, the 2nd number after the decimal point, in this case 5. So you can see that for non-JPY pairs is different from the JPY pairs. So for the non-JPY pairs, you're starting with the fourth number after the decimal point, while for GBPUSD we're starting with the second number after the decimal point. So that's how you calculate your PIP. It's very simple. So let's go straight to the first method in which you can calculate PIP. It's very, very simple. Alright, so let's consider non-GBPUSD first. In this case, we have GBPUSD, and you see GBPUSD, let's say this was the price. The price moved from 1.28374 to 1.29010. Okay, so if price moved from 1.28374 to 1.29010, then what is the PIP? How many PIP does the market move? Okay, so we can just subtract the number, which is 1.29010 from 1.28374. What you have is 0.00636. Okay, now this value is not the PIP. Okay, because you have 0.00636. Remember I said your PIP calculation start from the fourth number. So this fourth number, which is 3, that's where your PIP calculation start from. So you are actually neglecting the last number. So in this case, you are neglecting 6. Okay, so your PIP will now be 63. Alright, instead of 636. Because you have to, neglect the last number, because the last number is not your PIP. That is the fifth number. Okay, the fifth number is used for spread calculation, which I will also take the video in my next video. Alright, so that is how you do your PIP calculation in the first place. Remember, in the forex market, in either direction you can calculate your PIP. It does not mean either you have a negative value, you have to just neglect the negative value, neglect the last the last number, which is the fifth number after the decimal point, and the rest figure that you have is your PIP, and it must be in a whole number. Alright, it must be in a whole number. Very important. So you can just take any point of your choice and move your mouse to any other location and take the price. So the difference between that price is your PIP. The difference between the price movement is your PIP, but you must have to remove the fifth number after the decimal point, and the rest number you have is your PIP, and it has to be a whole number. So that is the first example for GBPUSD, which is a non-GBPUSD. Now we have EURJPY. Alright, EURJPY calculation here is the same thing, but in this case we are considering the second number after the decimal point. So let's say the market moved from 123.577, this very price, and moved to this other price, which is 124.049. Alright, in this movement you can just subtract the two value, and what you have in this case is 0.472. Now this 472 is not the entire PIP, because you have to neglect the third number. Remember I said for GBPUSD your PIP calculation actually start from the second number. So in this case you are starting from 7. So what we have remaining when we neglect 2 is 47. So 47 is actually your PIP. Alright, so that is how you do your PIP calculation. From anywhere on your chart you can do your PIP calculation. Just take a particular point and move your mouse or your line to anywhere which is maybe your targeted profit or your stop loss, to determine it from your entry to your stop loss, or you want to determine your PIP calculation from your entry to your take profit level. So anyhow you can calculate your PIP. Alright, so this is the first method. Now the second method in which you can calculate this PIP is by neglecting the third number. So in this case of EURJPY, you neglect the third number instantly before doing your subtraction. So in this case you're neglecting 7 here, that is 123.577, you neglect 7, and 124.049, you neglect 9. Alright, and do your calculation like that. What you have is your PIP. So in this case you have 47, not 0.472. That is not 0.472. You have 47 straight as your pip. Alright, that is the movement from this very point to this point, or from this price to this price, is 47 pip. So when market move this way, we have 47 pips. So that's the second method in which you can calculate your pips. So the second method is very simple. Just neglect the last figure in the price, which is in this case 7, and we have here 9. Okay, when you neglect that figure, all you have, you subtract, and your answer is your pip. Now let's get to the third method in which you can calculate your pip, which is the simplest method to actually get your pip value in the forex market. So let me show you on the MT4. In this method, we are using the MT4 directly to know how to calculate our pip without doing any subtraction of anything. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so in this method, we have EURUSD chart here, and this is 1 hour chart. So let's say, for example, you believe the market is going to move up from this point to this area. Okay, so you want to determine your take profit target. So let's say this is your entry, and this is your take profit target. That's your TP. Okay, so how do you know the number of pip from this location to this area? Alright, say that is from this price to this price. How do you know the number of pip? It's very simple. You just bring your crosshair, right? So you pick your crosshair from here. Once you pick your crosshair, it appears. Okay, let me pick it again. You pick your crosshair from here. You place it at that point where you want to start from, or your entry, and move. That is, just click and drag. Alright, click your mouse and drag it to that location. You will see a value. You will see 3 different values. The first value is the number of candlesticks from the point you drag to this very location. Alright, now the second value is your pip, while the third value is your price. Alright, so the second value is 629. Which represents your pip, but in this case 269 is not the entire pip. Remember, you have to neglect the last value. So in this case we have 62 as a pip, so we can see the market move 62 pips. Okay, the market moved 62 pips, not 629 pips. The market moved 62 pips, not 629 pips, and the price is 1.17448. Alright, so that's the price. That is this point where the cross is the price of the market at that very time. Okay, so that is how you do your pip calculation when it comes to using your MT4 directly. It's very, very simple, as simple as that. So let's check another example here. USD/JPY. Alright, so let's say, for example, you want to know your pip calculation from this area to this area. Alright, from this price to this price. You believe the market is going to go down. Alright, so all you need to do is just take your crosshair, place it at your entry to this very price, which is your take profit. Okay, so you will still see 3 values. The first one there is 17, which is the number of bars. That is the number of candlesticks from the point where we drag the crosshair from to this other location. Okay, the second value you see there is 702. Now, 702 is not your pip. You have to neglect the other 2. That is the last number, which means 70 is your pip. Alright, and the last value there is your price, which is 105.099. So that is your price. So that is how you calculate your pip. Using the MT4 directly is very simple. Remember, if you're using a mobile, MT4 mobile, you can't do your pip calculation using your crosshair. If you're using MT5 mobile, you can actually do it. But any desktop either MT4 or MT5, you can actually use your crosshair to do your PIP calculation, and it's very, very simple as that. That's how you do your PIP calculation. Like I said earlier, in my next video, I'm going to teaching you how to do your value per PIP calculation, so that you know why we are using 2 values and the 4th value in our PIP calculation when it comes to JPY pairs and non-JPY pairs. So this is how you do your PIP calculation. Is very, very simple. So let's say, for example, for the last time, this, you believe the market will go down and you want to set your SL to this very price, and then you want to take this location, as your entry. So let's say you want to enter at this very point. Okay, let's say you want to enter at this after the formation of this very candle. How many PIP is from your SL to your entry? It's very simple to calculate that. Just click on your entry and drag it to your SL location. Okay, so we have here 30 pips. From your entry to your SL is 30 pip, which is your risk. Remember, the difference between your SL and your entry is your risk in Forex. Okay, so we have 30 pips here as your risk. So the market from this point to this other point is 30 pips. Okay, so that is how you do your PIP calculation when it comes to Forex trading. Is very, very simple. Okay, so that is that, guys, for this video. In my next video, like I said, I will be showing you how to do your value per PIP calculation, spread, and profits and loss calculation. Now, do well to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that anytime we upload an informative video like this, you will get notified. And don't forget to like the video, share the video also. Thank you for watching. Now, for any other information, you can as well contact us and I will answer you directly. Thank you very much for watching.